Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, guys. I hope you guys had a good trading week. We are also coming towards the end of the year, so I will definitely be saying that during the towards the end of the year, during the holiday seasons, yeah, the market tends to kind of die down. However, at the same time, with what we got going on as well, in terms of fundamentally with the Israel-Palestinian war, we also got the 2024 American elections or presidential elections happening next year. So there could be a lot of things happening towards the end of this year, especially coming up until next year. But nevertheless, this is going to be my Elliot Wave count for pound yen, pound dollar, gold, as well as euro dollar. But first of all, any views, opinions, or suggestions that are expressed in this video do not constitute to trading or financial advice. So let's get started here on Euro USD. Now, I've been saying for the last few weeks that we are currently expecting Euro USD to eventually hit towards these lows, eventually come down. Nevertheless, it doesn't necessarily mean that we could, like it would eventually come down here, I believe. However, I genuinely feel like we could be in for a bit more of a bull run to the upside before we start to see that drop. And so, what do I mean by that? So, I did say that this is the wave Z or the wave Z. That we're currently in, and we essentially got the first wave or the first leg in, which is the A, and we are now currently in this bit here, which is the B wave or the X wave, whatever you want to call it. And we are eventually quite bearish. However, in terms of what we've seen throughout this week, we've been on a huge decline coming towards the downside. We can see that this whole, in terms of the AN21 moving average, in terms of the long-term, short-term view, this being extremely bearish, and then we started to see the blue go above the red go above the blue, and this could possibly mean a shift in market direction or overall market direction. However, that's still to be confirmed. And what we can see is that we're getting this sort of build up kind of coming in where the market sort of rejected this level nicely, and we're getting the sort of bounces off of that. And in terms of how this move, well, this move is simply in a nice way. So we have an A, B, C here. So we have a W, X, Y here, which gives us a wave A, an A, B, C into a wave B, and then we currently have here the C wave right here. That will give us an A, B, C, which gives us a wave W. And in terms of where we see this market going, well, here's what the one thing that you have to understand: we have been breaking market structure here, and we've also broken market structure here as well, and we've also broken these market structures right here. So, all in all, we've broken significant levels of market structure without having some sort of deeper correction move coming in, and this is what we're getting now. We're getting the sort of corrective move after a market structure break. And in terms of the count, the overall picture, we are still going to be quite bearish. However, this is just going, you can say that this is still going to be continuing, coming down a bit, maybe going back up again, and we could be in for a bit more of a climb. Before we start to see that drop coming in. So yeah, just be very careful with the Euro USD. I'm gonna be, in terms of specifics. I genuinely feel like it's gonna continue moving towards the upside a little bit more in terms of the long term degree. However, in terms of for maybe this week, we do have this movement right here, which essentially came right here. Then we get in this three-wave move right here. We could be in a three-wave move sideways, drop down, and then eventually shoot again one more time, and that would essentially give us a wave W here completed, a wave X, and then we get a wave Y coming in. So expect that 50 to 61.8% retracement, and then look to go up towards the upside. Yeah, but in terms of the long-term, short-term trend, we are bullish. In terms of for those scalpers out there. But yeah, in terms of long-term traders, yeah, we are, in terms of the overall trend, we are still very bearish. So just be careful. So yeah, I mean, in terms of for this week, I would say the best probably thing to do is wait for this sort of setup to finish. So let this, because we are in the X wave. So I don't like trading X wave. X waves are essentially not the best waves to trade. They're full of spikes. They're full of stop loss triggers. These are the waves that you want to avoid trading at all. Even the W waves, I don't like trading them. I just prefer trading the third wave, the fifth wave, and C waves. They're easy, and Y waves as well. Sorry, so they're just easier to sort of go around. But nevertheless, yeah, just wait for this sort of move to finish. We could start to get a move up, taking out this high, and then we could start to see the market drop a bit, and then we will get one more push towards the upside. That will give us a nice parallel channel right here, and we could see some move towards upside. So yeah, just let this wave finish, let it play out, let it come towards the downside, and if it rejects this sort of trend line that we have going on here, we could eventually see the market push towards the upside. Now, in terms of where I see in terms of long term, now if the market, for example, pushes towards the upside, let's say it goes all the way up here and takes out this high, that's still not a problem, so long as the market does not invalidate this level right here at the top. I could not care less. So, I told this market, if the one comes up here, which is perfectly fine, that basically means we have a, A, B, C, and then we could eventually shoot down from there, basically. But nevertheless, I'm still gonna go with my sort of my bias, which is essentially that we have this wave right here. So this is essentially wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, wave B, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. We kind of finished that, and then we're getting that sort of move here. We will continue towards the upside here, then we should eventually just drop. So about 50 to 61.8% retracement will start dropping. But that's what I'm going through anyway. But nevertheless, that's my analysis on Euro USD. So let's go into gold. So gold, obviously, with Palestine and Israel war going on, you want to be a bit more careful with that. We started to get that deeper correction, as I mentioned last week, which was very, very nice. So we could eventually start to see two things happening, which is one, we could start to get this move finished and we could just start pushing towards the upside. That's perfectly fine if it does happen. But eventually this is quite impulsive towards the upside. The next move that we're expecting is a corrective move. At the same time, that is obviously one scenario. In terms of this correction, we could also say that, so we have a 1, 2, 3, oops, sorry, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, A, B, C into a wave 2. This is the wave 3, that's the wave 4, and this is the wave 5 finishing, so we get one more push down. So basically this could be an impulsive move, or this could be either be a wave 1 slash a wave A, and what we could get is essentially this to finish off, then we get a deeper correction coming in, another push down again in 5 waves to the downside. There's our parallel channel, and then we can look to buy it towards the upside. Nice flag hitting that trend line as well, and then we can look to buy it. So there's a few scenarios in play. So that's the second scenario. The third scenario that I have is, which is what I've been saying for the past 2-3 weeks, is that we're still currently in this fourth wave. What that basically means is this is essentially 3 waves. So we have A, B, C, and then we have this to be A, B, C, and then we are going to continue push towards the downside by this market giving us a move like this, come down, go back down here, deeper correction, and then push even more down towards the downside, and then we'll get that move towards the upside. Right, there's a few scenarios in play. However, in terms of what I see, fundamentally, which is kind of the way I like to move with the Israel-Palestinian war, I am more probably going to say the best scenario to go for is that sort of move up in 3 waves. So usually a corrective wave will hit around 50 to 61.8% retracement. Now here's what I say to you. So here's my retracement from here, from these lows to this high, in and around this level right here, right there. Let's get rid of that. So the top of the box, you can say, is a 50% level. The bottom of the box is a 61.8. We like to go for, for us over here, we like to trade the halfway point, so in around this box. After price action confirmation, we can then look to get that buy opportunity to come into the market. Now here's the problem. This could be finished. So what I mean is, this could be a one ABC. However, an ABC should not go beyond what do you call it, the 1.618. So if I get the retrace from here to here, right, you see what's happened, it's gone to the 1.618. Alright, so this is the only issue that I have, which is this could essentially be a wave 1 here, this could be a wave 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 3, wave 4, and this could be a wave 5 or wave 3, and then we can get one more into a wave 4, a push down again to a wave 5. That will be a A. Then we get a deeper correction coming in, B. Then we get a deeper correction coming in 5 waves, C, and then we continue going towards the upside, right? So this is how you have to see it, right? So it is very very complex. I would say just wait for it to come towards these levels, and yeah, just play it safe. In terms of the count, like I said, I'm not giving you guys a specific count. That's only for those people that are in my Discord server. I'll be giving them a specific count, but nevertheless, yeah. Bullish towards on this pair. So it's going to pound yen. So pound yen, we've said, or I've said that we, so long as we haven't broken this level, and we are very very close to it, I'm still expecting more bearishness to coming down. In terms of the price action, I mean, we have a nice daily pin bar towards the downside coming in. However, if you look at it in the terms of the smaller time frame, like it is moving very very correctively. So right here, so this could be something right here, could be like a little triangle rack forming, and we could be in a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, or 1 2 3 A, B, and then a 1 2 3. This is a 4 5, may take at the top and then push down, so this could all be a huge correction. So yeah, I would say be very very careful. I have not traded, I have not touched this pair. I have not got any confirmation of where it wants to go. So long, I mean, in terms of the wave count, I mean, 1 2 3 4 5, an A 1 2 3 B. This could be a regular flat. It could come up to about 90%. Hopefully it doesn't take out the overall highs. If it does take out the highs, then it could be either a running flat or expanded flat. But nevertheless, yeah, we've hit that 90% mark roughly, and we could eventually start to see this market maybe push towards the downside, giving us A, B, C. That's the correction, and then we can look for one more push towards upside to then eventually get that bigger sell to eventually come down in, and yeah, continue going towards the downside. Now at the same time, this could be very very impulsive. So this could be considered as a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and a wave 5. There we go. And this is a B, C. This could be a wave 2 or wave B. So wave 1 is complete, wave 2 slash wave B complete, and then we could eventually get that wave 3 slash C to come in and bring us towards the downside and continue dropping basically. So yeah, just be very very careful. I haven't, like I said, I haven't necessarily got. I am assuming that we are going to eventually hit towards these highs as we keep on climbing, because it is just getting closer towards these highs. But nevertheless, you just still want to be a bit more careful. Don't necessarily over risk with this pair. We are very very high up, and I'm more, you can say I'm more inclined for the cells to start to eventually take control from this huge, since COVID lockdown. These are the sort of gains that we made. This is kind of the recovery phase, you can say, that we're going through. So just be very very careful. But in terms of what my bias is for this week, we could start to see either the market push towards it down. Now I'm gonna say we could push towards more to the downside, get a bit more of a correction and keep just pushing down. So I'm gonna say my bias is bearish. However, I will say just be very very careful. You don't want to necessarily overtrade this pair, and if we do go beyond these levels, like if you go beyond that, then this is no longer a 1 2 3 4 5. This is considered as something else, and we just have to find out what that is, and I'll probably do my analysis on that for next week. But nevertheless, yeah, it's always good to stay one step ahead, and yeah, overall bearish. So let's go into pound dollar. So pound dollar is essentially moving the same way as USD. Now I am assuming that we are going to continue moving towards the downside, towards these lows. That's the same thing that I said with Euro USD. So in terms of what we have here, we have a nice here we go, A, B, C, and then we have a nice A, B, C in 3 waves. There we go. And then we have a nice A, B, and a C in 3 waves again. So WXY finished, and what we're seeing now in terms of, if you go into the hourly time frame, we're getting quite an impulsive move towards downside. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 5 is basically being completed. What we expecting for this week, a deeper correction to about 50 to 61.8% retracement of this level. We don't want to be trading this. Wait for the market to reach our level. Let the market come to you. You don't chase the market yourself. I need to make that very, very clear. 61.8 to 50% around here. That's what we're kind of looking for. And yeah, so we're eventually going to see this market push a bit more to the upside, you know, wherever it wants to be, a nice ABC. Once you get price action confirmation here, our stops can go just be above here. Obviously that is quite a bit of a huge big stop loss, but yeah, nevertheless, if you can get the first impulse move coming in, wait for the second one, stop loss just there, look for the sell there after price action. So essentially the way I do it is two price action steps. First price action around this level, that's to give me the price, that's to give me the confirmation that we're going to eventually reverse down and we're going to start to shoot down. And then obviously I want to see a nice trend line being formed here, so I can just get that break, wait for the break, wait for the retest of the trend line, which is a 50 to 61.8% retrace of this first initial break, which is the first impulsive move to come after the first price action. Then I look for the second price action around here, and the stops can go just below there, above there, instead of having to put it up here, which is, you know, quite high. And then yeah, after that second price action, if it gives me that signal, I look to take it in. First take profit, second take profit, blah 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 blah, and just manage the risk. Yeah, but in terms of where we're seeing for probably this week, is a bit more to the upside. Eventually to start coming in, since we have an impulsive move that's just been completed, and then we're gonna start to see the market push towards the downside. But yeah, I hope you guys do like my analysis. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. I do have a Patreon for all those people that are interested in self-learning mentorship. I also do private sessions as well. They can be all discussed with me via the Discord. But nevertheless, yeah, for those people that are interested in just learning how to trade Elliot Wave, you will have my private Discord or access to my private Discord for life. It's only £20 a month. It's very, very cheap. And yeah, you can just literally learn everything. You can be in a community of like-minded traders, and I'll be there as well as much as I can. You can ask me questions, and obviously if you want private sessions, we can talk about it then as well. As also in regards to the Discord, I just want to show you guys as well what it looks like. Just bear with me. Here we go. There we go. So I haven't got many people on my Discord, just only got one guy here. So you know, it is quite a fresh new Discord. But I'll also give you guys sort of the break-ins of what it is. So we got obviously the general text we have here, the stocks, you know, different types of text that you guys want to, you know, different type of chats that you guys want to talk about. We've got trades discussion as well, so you guys can talk about all the stuff, you know, whether it's general talk about life, traders talk, fundamental talk, whatever it is. And then we have these, so the EWT lessons, the beginners, intermediate, advanced, and we also got risk management here, worksheets that I've created, and then also a financial literacy, you can say, tab as well. So look, if I just go ahead, just give you a brief overview of what any wave theory is, goes into the labeling, goes into very, very good detail, give you guys pictures, information. Okay, you know, there's so much information here. So look, I'm not gonna necessarily show all of it, but that's kind of like the insight of it. But yeah, if you guys do, if you guys are still interested in the Patreon, please go ahead and join. I look forward to seeing you there. But nevertheless, I hope you have a good financial week in trading, and I wish you the best as well. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.